Hello and welcome. Welcome to the midweek amateur radio chat. So my name is Carl, I'm 2 Echo Zero Echo Zulu Tango. I'm an intermediate amateur radio operator from the UK. As I say each week on this midweek chat, for those people who are new to the hobby, being an intermediate license holder, it means that I'm halfway between the 3 licensing schemes in the UK, which means that I've progressed from the foundation license into the midway point. So the theme for this week, just wanted to look at the relationship between amateur radio hobbyists and their DIY, and the maker, the engineer, the person who wants to build things. Like many people that start amateur radio as a hobby, I came into the hobby just wanted to talk to people, to use the radio and use all that radio talk and tune in the radio and all that kind of fun stuff. But when you actually start to learn and to pass the foundation test, you get to understand that actually being a radio amateur is much more than just the operation of the radio. There's a lot to learn around the science, the technology, a lot to do with construction, DIY, a lot to do with electronics. And I know that for some people that might be slightly off-putting, but for me that's a part of the hobby that I've started to get a big interest in. So the theme for this week is around amateur radio and construction. So over the next couple of weeks I've got a couple of videos coming out. One of them is another video where I go into local woodland and try and find a regular bug out spot. So I'm going back to a new piece of woodland away from the public, where I can get a bit more freedom for how I operate the radio, and also to look at overnight camping there. So I've got a video coming out this Sunday, which I recorded a couple of days ago. We've just had a storm in the UK, Storm Freya, that travelled up and across the UK. So I decided to try and use amateur radio gear to track the storm. So rather than using Google or the internet, I decided, can I actually try and track the storm using things like the WEFAX weather service, also looking at the NOAA satellite transmissions. So using the SatNogs and also a little bit of WEFAX, I captured a few images and a few transmissions from the WEFAX that gave an impression of how the weather front was moving across the UK. But I decided on Sunday to actually head out into the storm or into the weather and go to a really high point and actually try to record a video of me. I wanted to see if I could capture APRS weather data. So this brings me to an ongoing theme that I've got, that I want to get back into APRS much more. So on Sunday I decided to go up to a high point and try and find weather data through APRS. And Sunday was a major challenge, not just from trying to operate the radio, but trying to film it as well. Normally when I take the camera out and operate the radio, even in the most adverse conditions, I have a level of control over things. But this Sunday I was up against it. The rain and the wind and the mud. It was probably the rainiest, windiest, muddiest venture out. And I took with me one of these. It's a Chinese action camera, and I don't know if you can see that up there as well. It's a Yi 4K action camera. It's not 4K plus, it's a 4K, and it comes with a housing, and that got rain in it. It's all steamed up. That failed on me. I was using my phone, which is pretty waterproof, the Samsung S8 with a Rode microphone, but a lot of the equipment started to fail. So that was really interesting. I've managed to get a video together of sorts. I've managed to save enough film and put something together. So that experience is coming out this Sunday. So that's me going to high ground during Storm Freya and see if I can get any APRS weather data. I've noticed quite a few amateur radio folk interested in weather data and collecting weather data. So that sort of drew me to this idea that could I use their weather information as well as the NOAA and the WIFAX to get an idea of the storm conditions. So you find out the answers to that. I won't give away any of the findings from that exploration. It'll be, hopefully, if you're interested, it's on this Sunday. So let me just go to my list as well. Over this past week I put out a video where I build a 2-meter halo, or I attempt to build a 2-meter halo. The idea is that I wanted to build an antenna for 2 meters for SSB that I could easily strap to a backpack. So I wanted something that was lightweight and give me an omnidirectional takeoff. So something that I could actually slip on the end of a fishing pole and have a 2-meter omnidirectional antenna on the fishing pole. Or if I was out in the woods, I could I could rope it up and pull it up like a spaceship taking off. So I'm in the middle of that construction. My first attempt, I had a failure with the variable capacitor. I've had a few comments giving me some ideas of what I can do to remedy that, and I've bought a couple of new capacitors to try out. So so I've got a couple of new much sturdier capacitors to take with me. So hopefully I'll fix that 2-meter halo. I'll try and get that on video as well, fixing it and testing it again, and then hopefully take that out with me for another outdoor adventure with my new backpackable 2-meter halo. So again, that's the interest in the construction side of the hobby. So yeah, so a couple of videos coming out. There's the APRS, and then there's the woodland, second visit to a new woodland. They're coming out soon. Hopefully take out over the next couple of weeks this 2-meter halo. So over the next few videos I'll be revisiting different woodlands around the area and trying to find good bug out spots. Okay, so it's at this point that I just read out a few of the comments as well. So just a question that I'm curious to know how many people who follow this channel actually do their own construction, whether it's antennas or kit building or fixing anything to do with a radio station, or how many of you just want to just buy the kit and buy the equipment and just operate radio. I'm interested to see how many people on this channel actually like to get involved, like the smell of solder and Bakelite. It'd be interesting to know that. Just read out some of the comments. Keep them coming in, people. They're really interesting. We've got a good number of conversations going on the different videos. So really nice. This is from 4062. Right, a really nice video, Carl. I own a Rush 12 and Rush 24. These are the green backpack that it's not here. The green backpack that I use in one of the woodland videos. Mine's a Rush 24 from 511. I'll go into a bit more detail with that bag on one of the next few videos to see more in detail what the bag can do for you. It's a fantastic piece of equipment. And yeah, I'll do a unpacking video of that. In my opinion, best backpacks for the money. Can you tell me more about the radio equipment in the next video? That's from Stephen. Yes, I will do. Yeah, I actually do need to do that a bit more when I'm out and about. I'll go in a bit more detail with what equipment I'm taking out with me and why. So I'll make a conscious note of doing that. The next comment was from Sam. He's a regular. To Sam, yeah, you made it, and then unfortunately it broke. This is to do with the 2 meter halo. It was so close, actually. It's looking like it might need a really good antenna for 2 meters. Yeah, it is SSB. I'm guessing it might be have a high Q, like a magnetic loop. Yes, it actually does need. It has got a very sort of narrow bandwidth that will need tuning. And hopefully, if I tune it into the SSB calling frequency, which is 144,300 in the UK, I should have enough either side of that to operate without having to mess about with it. Great idea for a new series of videos. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether, because I'm still a learner. I wanted just to explore this idea of trying to encourage other people to get involved in DIY and construction and destruction. So I want to just see, okay, should I do a series of videos about my journey as I start to learn how to build kits and repair things and such like, in the hope that if I can do it, then maybe that encourages other people to get involved. So I may still do more videos of the kit building and general DIY type stuff with the radio equipment. It may not be a series, it may just be one-offs, or it might even be a live stream yet. I might do a live stream of me building stuff and doing a bit of radio and doing a live stream. So it's all experimental. I tend to try and do a video, see what the analytics say, see if people are commenting that they like the video. So yeah, cheers Sam for that. Enjoyed your video. Yes, so this Donny sets up his station like in the local woodlands and forests. He uses a tripod, yeah, with a vertical whip. And I like the look of these vertical whips. I might take out with me my new tactical mini antenna pole. I might do a video on trying to do NVIS, near vertical incident skywave stuff, and having a 6 meter tactical pole will give me the flexibility to set up anywhere in woodland. So I may take that with me on my next trip as well. And then we've got another comment. Let me just open these up. Yeah, this is from the radio guy. Nice work, again based on the 2 meter halo, despite the failure at the end. But that is what antenna building is all about. Failures are a learning tool and make success that much more sweeter. That's a fantastic comment. Yeah, I guess if I do record more of my journey into building stuff and breaking stuff, will it make it or break it? It's all part of that learning. And then maybe what I need to do is, if things don't work out on the video, is to go into detail why, or open the conversation up to why that didn't work. And it was really interesting on the comments that I've had on that 2 meter halo video. I had a few people actually giving me some ideas of how to fasten the variable capacitor up so it takes the strain off it, so it doesn't get so much strain and snap again. So really useful. So I hope you found this week's chat useful. It's mainly around construction and trying to bring in more of that into this channel and have more conversations around that as well. So that you know, the 2E0 YouTube channel is about getting out there portable, but also while I'm back here in the radio room is actually looking after my equipment, building new equipment and taking it out with me and trying it out in the field. So if I can try and link those two together but actually bring you along that journey, I think that might be useful. So please keep the comments coming in. I find them very useful. Please give me a thumbs up. That really is a really helpful feedback from people. If you've not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I tend to put out a midweek chat video like this one, and then at weekends I try and get out an outdoors video, a portable video, of some nature, whether that's woodland, in the peaks, hills, urban, anything like that. So, okay, looking forward to the next one. Have a good day. So, bye bye for now.